ready.
You stay ready.
All
Here
right.
we are again.
Are we making a theme
DeCaster
song?
and Jones. Here we are again, bringing mukbang. Okay, not your thing.
Are
Fine.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, she is a singer, so might have a theme song coming up. Her and my
Only-
brother, King Titan Music. Check him out. This is his YouTube name as well. He makes all kinds of tracks and beats that you might need for your YouTube or just to lounge around or get crunk or chill or whatever. Check out King Titan Music on YouTube for your beats and just good music. So, with that being said, you need to lay down some vocals on this track that we doing for this theme music for this channel. All right, this is Takeste and Jones. I am Living Ishe Reviews, and this is
Lisa, also known as the Alkali Yogi.
she's the Alkali Yogi, and Alkali Yogi has prepared this mukbang dinner. This is a lot. I don't eat that much, but when we eat on camera, it's a lot for me, and I finish it. So today we're having
Boom, swordfish. That was wild, not farmed, because that's important. Also, we have some chopped olives, which are alkaline. We have some capers. It's finished off with a little bit of salt and pepper, and it was cooked in some, baked with some grapeseed oil because it's an alkaline oil and it does not produce free radicals. And then we have a lovely spring green salad with some. It was a protein blend. I mixed 2 bags of organic greens, so mixed spring greens as well as mixed protein greens. So it's a variety of greens with chopped red onions, organic French lentils, and just dressed in a good old-fashioned Italian dressing, which consists of lime juice, olive oil, sea salt, and Bob's your uncle. Buon appetito!
bam.
Bang for the mukbang. All right, so today we are reviewing what?
We are reviewing 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And also I got some chips. And I just got some chips. And some random, some Mike's bread. It's a healthy, hearty bread with a lot of seeds in it. So this might be the healthiest mukbang you ever seen on YouTube, because we only eat healthy. And this lovely muk meal is going to be washed down with some organic,
fresh squeezed
fresh squeezed
orange juice.
orange juice.
In Italian known as spremuta.
And I don't know where we got the spremuta from. Where'd you buy it from?
Well, we're not endorsing
We
this
didn't-
company, but it's a company owned by
squeeze
Bezos. So we're not doing any free promotions. Not for that company anyways.
All right.
But only I went there because there's no currently where we are in these parts, there isn't a farmer's market. Otherwise, I would have preferred to have gone to a farmer's market for my fresh squeezed OJ. Take it away, Living Ishe.
We gotta make this one
Always there when you call,
kind of quick.
always on time. Gave you my, now baby be mine.
She said we was gonna be quick with this one, but I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, y'all. Let's do it. 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. That was episode 10. And yeah, it starts off with Usman and Kim, and he talks about, yeah, we gonna get it. We gonna do it tonight. So this.
Can I do this?
Yeah. This woman is getting what she came to Africa for, because, you know, she's a sex tourist. So who just happened to be getting engaged, maybe. Nah, she just acting way too just like, come on now. Like you from San Diego. There's Africans in San Diego. I'm sure she had a few of them.
SD.
And and then we go to Hamza and Memphis, and they're like traipsing around this marriage bridal. What is it? He's looking for a suit for the wedding.
Hamza and his mom are shopping for, excuse me, they're shopping for wedding attire. And in the midst of that, they have a conversation about how Memphis brought up a prenuptial agreement. You know what I forgot to tell you guys is that there's also, I found an organic avocado in the fridge, so I threw half of an avocado in there, and then there's also heirloom tomatoes, also organic. So, as per usual,
This is a hearty salad.
I'm going to put it in the description box. Okay, yeah, so basically, Hamza's like, Mom, Memphis dropped the bomb on me and said she wants me to sign a piece of paper that we know nothing about in our culture. What's this paper that you speak of, son? It's a paper that ensures that should this fall apart, should we go separate ways, that I get zip zero, a big fat goose egg, that I walk in with what I brought in. And she's like, I don't know about this, son. Marriage is supposed to be forever.
What a
Off to good
concept.
start. So this plants a seed in Hamza's mind that perhaps, just maybe, having been with somebody for 7 or 8 days might not be long enough to take that person down the aisle or to take a saunter down the aisle. That was that scene. Anything you want to add to that?
I thought those Tunisian suits looked kind of fly. I could rock one of those.
Cultural stuff is always fly. Cultural stuff is always fly.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, she just told him the motherly advice, like, son, what are you doing? Like, y'all already planning a divorce? Y'all planning for it not to work? And I mean, this is just a foreign concept in a lot of places outside the United States. I don't know where else they have prenups at.
All
But,
the English-speaking countries.
okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, a prenup is a good thing to do, but it does sound pretty wonky that she would be presenting it to him when he has nothing, and she really is the one pushing for the marriage, it seems like. So she is just, I don't know, she don't seem to have a lot of common sense. I'm just going like she's just doing all kinds of stuff, like, I don't know. And
Like
but
drinking Fanta. I digress.
yeah, all right. So moving right along, we move into Jasmine and Gino.
Yes, the saga continues.
Yeah, so
How's your
there
food, by the way? You've not told the people. Is it okay? Is it delicious?
I've been putting chunks of stuff in my mouth while you was talking. So it is great as always. It's lovely. Yeah. Hold on. Now,
Gino and Jasmine.
Jack. So they're still on that island in the cabins. It was supposed to be a romantic time. But however, they got in a fight, as last week they did. And now they start off where she's moving to her own room. And Gino's going to pay for that, of course.
As he should.
He's paying for everything. And then after that, she starts, she's like, I need to drink. She goes to the bar. They start pouring her a glass of wine. She's like, just leave the bottle. That type of drinking. She's doing excursions by herself while she's thinking about what happened, analyzing everything. She says, I'm going to forget about him right away. No, you're not. Not when he footing the bill. Yeah, I mean, and she tries to like act like this is like, well, she just didn't know that even though he a nerd, even though he's lame as hell, even though he is not, you know, not all there, he's just book smart and hella technical and geeky, but he's just as capable of, well, he got money so he can get other women because he got money, but she just can't. She thought she had a safe, easy target that he wasn't gonna do anything.
A whole
He wasn't
target.
capable. Well, I mean, she just thought
Yeah.
he wasn't capable of
Get
doing
you.
what he did, and she's like just really down and out about it. You know, she's like she feels like she was gypped, like she didn't get that easy, you know, that easy white man that's gonna rescue her and do everything. Not saying, I mean, not saying she's just trying for a green card, because so many Panamanians in the United States, you know, on the mainland. I mean, she could probably get here if she wants to, but I'm just saying, like, to get somebody like him who she can run over and control, and you know, he's got the complexion for the protection. So anyway, yeah, she didn't think he had any game and to do something dumb, which he did. And she's saying she's in love. She ain't in love. She's in love with the idea of being in love with this guy. I don't think she actually in love. They don't even have anything in common. Remember the time when they went to the gym? Like, she likes to work out, he don't.
He's never
He
stepped
don't
foot in
know
the gym.
what. Yeah, he never stepped foot in the gym. He don't know what exercises. He don't know reps, sets. He don't know equipment.
Loads, tempos,
He
time
don't
under
know
tension.
none of that. And I mean, what else? She likes to eat good and healthy. He don't. He lives off
He's a
microwave
vegan.
food. She's a vegan.
He's sorry, yes, she's a vegan, and it shows because she's
Yeah, she's
and he eats microwave dinners, and that shows,
she is hot.
and that shows on Gino too.
And yeah. So what's your take on it?
My take is your food is your medicine, or it's your poison. So eat well. No, but yeah, like you, I don't believe that she's in love. I think she was in love with maybe the idea of being taken care of and being a kept woman in a matter of speaking, someone to help her raise her children as well as to grow old with. But, you know, Gino is Gino.
Right. And or the swordfish. It was bomb.com and all that. YouTube. So, well, while she's doing all that stuff, he's in the room crying, you know, realizing what a big clown he was and doing something so stupid. And
He had a hottie.
yeah,
Probably the hottest woman that he's ever been with. I'm just guessing.
or one of them. I mean, money talks, so
He doesn't have that much money.
I gotta
We've
see.
seen his home.
Okay, well, all right, let's go on to
Okay?
Mike and Jimena.
Let's be clear. He's
Now,
still a working individual. Currently unemployed.
all right, Mike and Jimena. He's trying to organize and clean up at his house in New York. His house is trash. He got stuff everywhere. Like, he needs a professional to come in and organize him, because he's doing little things like putting watches together. He's putting rings in a like some kind of holding thing, and he's like moving books and papers. He's just
The effort
He's a
that
child.
that is required, it looks like he's having to put literally 110% into just like moving a few things about, you know, because that's really all he's doing is he's like not cleaning anything, or he's just kind of moving things about under the guise of I'm being more organized and tidy. But he just looks like he needs to put such a concerted effort into it. And what's wild to me, because it's like the norm for him really is to just laissez faire.
And he's talking about, oh yeah, normally I'm hanging with my friends. I'm doing stuff. He ain't got no friends. What is he talking about? He got a lot of cats. He must mean cats. Because he is tripping with that. He's talking to the lawyers about the visa process. So he's moving forward with this whole thing. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's talking to...
He's whipped over, you might know.
Oh, yeah, he's whipped. He's talking to her on the phone, and she's all standoffish. She's all like, I'm busy. Yeah, oh, I forgot the time difference. Yeah, yeah, I'm about to go to sleep. But y'all are earlier than us. How you going to sleep already? All right, I'm adding. But I like Mike's dad and grandpa, because they trying to talk some sense into him. I mean, two of them together, they got over 100 years of experience. You know what I'm saying? So why he ain't listening to them? You know?
That was a word.
Between them, I'm serious. And the grandpa's a vet. He's an army vet, so I know he been around overseas, so he know what this game is. He already see it, but he don't want to break his grandson's heart, because that's his favorite grandson.
Bless.
He's like telling them, oh yeah, Mike's telling his father and his grandfather that, you know, she's asking him for that BBL surgery and the tummy tuck, the breast
Not the
lip.
BBL. She wanting augmented
She
boobies.
want the
BBL?
liposuction.
The liposuction.
Yeah. I'm sure she's gonna take that and add it to the back. You know, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't do that?
Transfer. You have to be efficient. Want not, waste not.
Yeah, don't waste the fat. Put it somewhere. So yeah, she's, you know, he's lying to his folks about, he's trying to downplay exactly how much he's helping her out. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm like paying like, you know, half her rent. And they like, you shouldn't be trying to take care, you know, love ain't, what did he say? It's like,
love can't be bought.
Love can't be bought, because when there's no money, there's no love. That was simple. And that was true. You know, he's saying, the dad is saying, watch out for the red flags. It's too late. I mean, there was so many red flags. It was like a Chinese military parade.
He was caught up in the sauce, though, so it's a little bit too late.
Oh, he was in that sauce. He got lost in it.
He's so lost. He's drowning in the sauce.
All right. And let's go to Ella and Johnny.
Ella, eh.
And you.
Ella.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
So Ella and Johnny.
Ella
is hella desperate to see her boo thing, because let's be real, it's been COVID. She's not had a chance to, you know, get off probably, or have a man lay on her, love on her, penetrate her. And she is frankly tired of it. Okay? She's over the drought. She's been chatting this fella up for nearly 2 years, and she's decided that she wants him now. As in, now.
Well, I mean, she got a lot more to worry about, because she can't even afford a ticket to Dubai.
Looks like she's charged it up to one of her credit cards. She has purchased the ticket, and she decides that it's a good idea to show up on Skype in a very shabby and shameful representation of what a hijab looks like.
Yeah, because...
But people are going to people.
No, she thinks that she's going to Saudi Arabia, not Dubai. She got to cover.
She looks foolish.
We do have the internet. Like, never mind.
Maybe she doesn't have strong internet out in the country where I don't know. No, I'm just playing. I'm just making excuses for another
to him in China.
person that just doesn't care about any culture outside of her own, unfortunately. So anyways, so she goes on to tell Johnny, hey, I purchased my ticket. That's why I'm wearing this ridiculous ensemble that's supposed to resemble and potentially offend people that wear hijabs, also known as Muslim folks. So will you be meeting me in Dubai? She asks, to which he says, I'm not really sure. It seems like it's a huge sacrifice to make. You know, COVID cases are up all over the place. It might be difficult, if not impossible, to re-enter into China if I leave now. And I might get stuck in Dubai. This is what he's saying. How I translated it, though, is this. I know we want to see each other. I'm feeling you, you're feeling me. But at the end of the day, is it necessarily to our best interest to come together for the first time and have to quarantine 2 weeks in a prison camp, or also known as a COVID camp, in Dubai, where we don't get to get any fresh air, we don't get to go out and see the sights. We are stuck on top of each other for 14 days. That's how I interpreted that anyways. Frankly, I would be fearful of meeting somebody who's virtually a stranger to me for the first time in real life and not having a choice once you come together and having to literally be stay and confined in a room for 14 days. Would you do that? I would hold off. Because it could go so left. It could go right, but it could go so left.
Well, his points are, once he goes to Dubai, he has to do 2 weeks quarantine with her, and then when he comes back to China, he's got to do 5 weeks of quarantine.
Weeks?
Yeah, and also,
where's the science to back that up?
Well, also,
Where is the science?
All right, that's another video for another channel.
Another channel.
Yeah, so I mean, then he's also, you know, China has a lot of propaganda in their society, so.
What say you, sir? No.
Okay, so anyway, he's saying, what if he gets infected? Then he brings it back. He can't get in. Blah, blah, blah. He's making excuses. I mean, this love he won't die for this love. So if he thinks quarantine is about death, then he really ain't in this for all that.
He has a point. If he has to be away from his family and friends, whom he supports, right? His parents, his child, and then his friends whom he, needs also in his life, to be away from all of them for a total of 7 weeks. And for the duration of that 7 weeks to be confined somewhere where you are not able to go gym, you're not able to go out to a coffee shop, you can't even, go out for a walk, like literally just confined for a total of 7 weeks. 14 days already is too much for me. When you add, I didn't catch that, but when you go back to China, he needed to quarantine for an additional 5 weeks. It's simply not worth it. Not right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's not thinking this through.
Yeah, she's not thinking it through because it's a bigger sacrifice for him, considerably bigger than it is for her, because he has a child and his parents rely on him to help with the bills. So she doesn't have any dependents because Ella is still a dependent herself. Ella is still a dependent herself. That's why she can be like this. Well, she has that luxury.
She's also low-key threatening him by saying, if this don't work, we're going to have an open relationship because I got options.
I would call her bluff if I were you, Johnny. Call her bluff.
Hey, if she got options, everybody got options.
Johnny's got options too.
All right. But he's like, no, don't do it. All right. Anyway, let's move on to Ben and Mahogany. Well, you know what? I don't even want to talk about this because this is fake AF.
They were playing us. Didn't I tell you? They were playing us.
They did a casting call. Mm-hmm. They got somebody to play this Mahogany character. I'm just not buying none of this stuff. Weird that she didn't answer any of the texts, and now she comes dressed up to meet him.
Weird that
And
they didn't FaceTime.
yeah, yeah. I,
Someone is playing us, either production or Mahogany, but I'm not really here for it.
I mean, I could see the pictures were her with a lot of filters and stuff, but some just seems not real about this whole thing. Like, I'm thinking they probably just put these two together
Could be.
to have a story.
Could be.
I
didn't
don't
see
think
any
he met this
chemistry.
girl on his own. They don't show any of the Facebook messages. You know, he said he met her. He said he met her online. I think it was Facebook, but it's just, yeah, it just don't make sense. And I don't even. You got anything to say about this stupid?
Just
this
that
stupid thing?
Mahogany, whoever you are, wherever you came from, now whatever your purpose is for being on this show, stop using filters. You're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful young woman. And you are creating a very false narrative or expectation because the disparity between the images and yourself was vast. And it was unnecessary because you are beautiful. Women, let's not do that. The whole filter thing. I don't think the men appreciate it because at the end of the day, when they meet you and they see you for the first time, they're going to call you out on it. Even Ben did. He's like, I could tell her images were altered. She did not look the same. And isn't that more embarrassing
That's
than
funny.
you just being your natural self?
That's funny because she said he looks all muscular on pictures, but he looks smaller in person. When she actually looks skinny on pictures and looks a little chubbier in person.
She looks healthy.
Well, I mean, in her picture,
yeah.
she looks real thin, and then
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
her,
yeah.
she's like normal.
She looks like a normal woman, a beautiful normal woman. So I'm letting you know from one woman to another.
I hope she got a job in media because she can work that on Photoshop.
Man, you should be a photographer.
All right, let's go on to Jasmine and Gino. Again, Jasmine gets a battery pack. Nope. She don't need a battery. She already charged. She been charged the whole show. So she was out talking to her friend. Her friend was trying to actually calm her down, but this backfired, worked opposite. She got more charged and she ran back to his room just to tell him, just to cuss him some more.
I like how she just walked in. Did you notice? She didn't knock or anything. She just
Yeah,
opened
she
the
just
door.
walked in.
She doesn't know if he could have been self-pleasuring himself. Nothing. She's not concerned. She just...
Nah, he would have locked that door. Chains
I don't
on
know.
everything.
I don't know. Gino doesn't look like he's the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, but you know.
But yeah, she let him
She
have
said-
it. She pulled his cap off, to which he instantly reacted like
Oh
she
yeah,
knew he would.
she's talking to him like, speak. Like she been dogging this dude. She been punking him out the whole season. Like, oh, you're obedient. Oh, you listen. Good boy. Speak. Like she throws the commands at him. That's
does.
crazy.
She does.
She's like, that man just a piece of meat to you. Mama just a piece of meat. Oh man. I don't know.
And he sits there like dumbfounded, not sure what to say. Only thing he can do is when he gets his cap snatched off is he goes and runs for another cap. That's all Gino
He got
knows how
another
to
cap
do.
out the way. But what's going on with his head? Like,
I'm not sure.
does hair only grow in the back? Because when she took his cap off, he looked like a normal bald man. But then you
Looks
turn
fine.
around, he got a patch of hair on the back. Like he should just grow it into a tail.
I disagree. I think you should shave it all off and just have a clean head, Gino. And if you do that and you stop calling attention to it by refusing to take off your cap, then no one is going to know any better that it's even an insecurity of yours. But you make it apparent to the entire world that it's an insecurity by refusing to just act normal about it.
I assume if he don't want to cut it off, the patch of hair on the back, only on the back, then he wants to show it off.
Then
Why would you
Show it
keep
off.
that and then put a hat on?
exactly. You've made a decision for whatever reason to keep that, what looked like a square of hair. So either rock it because that's your style or shave it off. And guess what? You'll blend in with the millions of bald men around the world. You will not stand out in any way, shape, or form.
No way.
It's just all in your head. It's literally all in your head.
Okay, so now we go to Kim and Usman.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight, well, before all that, he got to meet the son, which is so weird. Like, I'm not trying to smash if I'm meeting your adult son right before that. That's just weird. Why don't you? That was dumb. Like, we could do that during the daytime, not right before we're going to get it on.
I know. Kim, this is to you. I get it. You're a woman of a particular age. You enjoy, younger men. There's nothing wrong with that. That's known as a situationship, not a relationship. You should have fun with that. Treat it for what it is. And in those situations, you do not need to introduce your situationship to your family members. Usman will not be the person that you grow old with. That's
She's
fact.
already old.
That's a fact. So enjoy him. Enjoy your time with him. Have fun. Visit him again in a few months. Find yourself another one. Whatever. But why do you have to introduce him to your son, who is also his peer, as if you two have any real chance at longevity in the long run? I think we're a little bit disconnected from reality.
A little bit. Well,
have your fun.
He just caved in because she was another low-key threat. Like, what's going on with these white women? They got this power to threaten somebody with ending a relationship. And then these dudes just, oh, wait, okay.
But
Don't do it. Like, it's weird. And then he's getting ready for the night because he promised her he was going to do it. And he got his robe on. He's got his Soldier Boy chain. And
he's coming with this, he says.
He said they're
For the
going to do
African
it
way.
African way.
But be prepared, Kimberly, because he's this. You're not used to this.
He said he don't want her walking funny in the morning, so he going to take it easy on her.
Because he's this. Lisa, ex-wife, care to comment? You would know.
Well, I mean, I thought it's funny that he's actually like talking to the mirror. He got to psych himself up. I don't know what he did with the other one, because he would have had to do even each one. Like, I don't know which is worse. Like, they both, I don't see how he did both of them. But yeah, he's psyching himself up to get ready to do it. Then he thinks, he's he must think she ain't been with a lot of brothers or Africans. Man, come on. I'm sure she has. She just got like a fetish for the
her
black,
son is
for the
black,
brown.
so we already know she's been.
Well, we know.
She's already dipped into the chocolate. She has
All
a
right.
black son.
All right, on that one, let's go to Mike and Jimena again.
Is this when he arrives?
He arrives in Colombia. Like, he did a surprise visit back to Colombia
And guess
after
what?
2 months.
She didn't even show up to the airport.
She didn't pick this dude up from the airport. So already, with her being, standoffish and different on the phone, now he get there, she don't pick him up. He gets to the house. She done yelled at this man about being dirty and unorganized, and what does he do?
He drags in the dog poop.
He steps in some poop, not even paying attention, walks right in the house, tracking it on the floor, on the carpet. Then she's like, oh, it stinks, like, it smell like boo-boo here, right? Then she's like, just the shoes, and he's like, oh, shoot. Takes the shoes off and throw them, and keeps talking. Didn't wash his hands.
Didn't take the shoes outside.
the shoes. Yeah, didn't take them outside, wash them off, wash his hands, I think he said I'm sorry once. Didn't go clean up the rest of what he tracked through. He just sitting there like nothing. Like this guy has no clue. She ain't gonna, there's no way she's gonna, I don't know. If it's the safety and welfare of her kids, she can put up with that for a while till she can make it on her own.
He needs a lot of
He can't blame that on ADHD.
Well,
just being
maybe
dirty.
he can, but also in part, I would say just a lack of having, you know, a significant amount of time around women. Maybe because he's not dated very much, he's not spent a lot of time with women. Maybe he's not really lived with women in his household, even growing
You don't
up.
have time.
He doesn't have
for all
time.
that. No.
Well, who raised him? You know, did he live in a house with a
No.
mother, with a grandmother? Like who?
His father and grandfather.
And this
Mom
is
died
and
when
this
he
is
was
the
small.
issue. If you've not been exposed to women, even in a non-romantic sense, whether they be sisters, female cousins,
But didn't he
aunties,
say he was gonna make
a
efforts?
concerted effort. Yeah,
And
but
he said he was learning.
but these things take time
And
because
yeah,
it doesn't come a
that's
second. It's not
and
doesn't
that's
come
what
a
I'm
second
saying.
nature to him. It just doesn't.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's not gonna wait for that.
And this is what you have to understand, Yamena. You're either going to be prepared to be patient and take on what seemingly is a dependent, although he's paying the bills, and until you help him mature into a man who can groom himself, who can be more self-aware, who can be neater and tidier, or you keep it moving. But for those first couple of years, he's probably going to feel like a bit of a child because he's going to be learning from you what it's like to be a clean, self-sufficient, well-groomed, and aware individual. Self-aware.
I mean, he calls her regular style of being neat and clean meticulous.
She's not meticulous.
She's just a normal person. So
Yeah.
everybody normal is meticulous.
Everyone normal just doesn't bring poop in the house. No, I'm just kidding.
She said, I was super in love last time when he's here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I know why she's not in love. She
Somebody
didn't
else
get
in the
her boob
picture.
job. Well, there's potentially that.
Well,
There's potentially that.
and she was like, "What are you doing here?" Like when
She
he
wasn't
came,
like, I missed you. I'm so happy
No,
to
like,
see you, baby. Welcome back.
why'd you come? Like,
She's
what
like,
what happened? And
I
then
had to get a loan from a loan shark because of you. So whatever, you're here.
but you know, I mean, he just messed up her plans to hang out with Ray Ray or somebody. But yeah, I mean, she messed up, and then she got the nerve to talk about this BBL stuff. You know, the money for the
Tummy tuck, which
tummy tuck.
also you don't need.
And then she said, I got the money from a loan shark, so here we go.
Here we go.
Wow.
The drama unfolds.
He in too deep already.
Because one night he's going to get that call.
You know
I
what,
defaulted on my loan,
she
babe.
used him for collateral. She's like, I got
Right.
this white man.
He's going to save the day if I
He can-
default.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, y'all can take him, kidnap him, and get ransom. You know, they're going to pay for their people. Hey, I be going too far. So, yeah, I mean, she's familiar with that world of the loan sharks. I mean, he don't know what he's getting himself into.
He has no idea. I mean, she did date a hitman.
All right. And then the next thing, they go back to Ella and Johnny. And she really wants that Asian thing.
She does.
I can't watch her cry like a little girl. I'm just not excited about them. I thought that was love, and then I thought they
He
was going to
did.
be here.
He did.
And she live in a purple house with no Prince posters nowhere. She can't have a purple house. She don't live in Minneapolis. I don't know why her house is purple. Maybe it's her favorite color, but you can't have a purple house unless you're a Prince fan. That's just the way I feel.
She's an anime fan. That we know. We don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
whether or
Maybe
not
some
she loves
purple
Prince.
characters. But all right. So Johnny, they show Johnny and having a conversation with his friend. His friend is trying to talk sense into him. You know, trying to help him out. This is boring. I don't want to talk about them. How about you? Done with it?
Yeah.
All right.
Let it go.
So they go back to Hamza and Memphis. And Memphis is talking to her sister about what's going on. And I'm getting tired of her talking about like she's so free with pooping and bodily stuff.
She's a nurse practitioner, so
But it
she
ain't
doesn't
going.
get squeamish off those things.
This dinner's so good, it's not going to bother
Okay,
me.
so we won't talk about that, but we'll just say this. Production, I need you guys to do a little bit better, because this whole storyline that you're trying to feed us of, oh my gosh, she has to tell Hamza that she spent a couple of nights with her ex-husband. This is not newsworthy. I don't know who this is supposed to outrage. It's not outrageous to any of us. They have a child together. They were married. So if nothing happened, which is what she's been saying consistently, and it was just about emotional support and a friendship, this is not newsworthy. They had never even met, her and Hamza, at this point. They had only just chatted online, so it's not like they were exclusive, engaged, or any of that. But more importantly, her ex-husband's always going to be in the picture because they have a child together. So again, unless they were knocking boots, production, do better. With the whole dramatic music, you guys are taking us for a joyride. You must think we have not caught on, but we've been in this reality TV game long before we started this channel. We are a good 10, 15 years into reality TV. We need a little bit more. I need you guys to do better.
Well, you know, also, if it's not them and if it's mixed between them and her, I mean, they just showing how an immature person thinks that that's a problem.
I mean,
Well,
of
they
course,
making him
you know
think
what
that
it is?
too.
They're going to make it it's going to be a problem for Hamza, because culturally speaking, this is not something that he would ever have to deal with for a number of reasons. Number one, Muslim men don't typically marry divorcees. Women who have been divorced, who are older than them, that have children by more than one guy, this is not something that his culture would even move into or proceed with. So of course for him it's going to be a big deal because it's culturally not something that he's accustomed to. But outside of that, like, you guys are just, you know, it's not really a storyline to the rest of us viewers. This is nonsense. It's a filler is what it is. It feels like a filler to me because they don't have a real storyline happening at this point.
Ella, Johnny, Ben, and Mahogany.
It's
I don't
just
want to
fillers,
see no
yeah.
more of them.
Yeah. I agree.
So, you know, what's also weird about them, you know, every time you got to talk to your partner and it's got to be something important, you got, she's like, we got to talk. Hand me your translator. What?
How is this a life?
That's what we're going to do.
And that's what you're going to do as a married couple?
For at least the next 5 years, maybe 2 years.
So when you're in bed and you need him to switch positions, you're going to reach for that?
He's gonna. How you gonna say that in baby talk? Me likey. Turny round.
You know?
Yeah, that is a weird thing.
Spend
to
the
do.
next few years getting to know each other, learning about the culture, but to be married the first time around, the first trip, when neither one of you speaks the other's language fluently, when you don't even know each other's cultures. And let's be honest, Memphis, you've been down this road a number of times, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. It's difficult to find love. But when you've been around the block a few times like you've been, you should be more cautious, not more reckless.
Yeah, you should learn from mistakes.
Right, like you just jump into another marriage and potentially have a child with another guy? Like, why?
Yeah, it's patterns. Like a lot of women
Yeah.
do the same patterns over and over.
Exactly. It's like, this is when you're cautious and you say, no, we're going to date for a good year, 2 years. Then we might get engaged. And then we might get married. Because I have experience now. I know how everything is rosy in the beginning and it can just turn.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a taste of what being with an American woman is, because she snatched his hand away when she wasn't done with the translator.
Right.
But he's starting to stand up for himself, you know,
Yeah.
and he's listening to his mom. I mean, you got to, man. They got the experience and knowledge. Mm-hmm. All right. So anything else about them?
No.
All right. So back to Gino and Jasmine. They have a talk. She came to get her stuff, her purse.
This is the following day, by the way. So
Yeah.
they slept on it. Everyone's a little bit cooler today, more calm.
He did something mature and adult worthy. Is when she came to get her stuff, he's like, hold on, let's go have a talk. He didn't just try to play it like, go ahead, I don't care.
Did you hear that, gentlemen?
What?
Young men, take it from a seasoned man who's been around the block a couple of times himself. Take heed his advice and his wisdom. When you're out, down and out with your girl, remove the ego and the pride and speak from a heart-centered space with vulnerability. And guess what happens then? You get your lady back.
Yeah.
And Gino, in fact, did get his lady back.
Yeah, because he was crying. He was like, man, I lost her. She's gone.
The best thing that's ever happened to me. I'll never find another woman like her. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I mean, but, you know, what the hell do they have in common? He got her back, but he don't know how to keep her. And on that note, let's go back to Mike and Jimena, because that's the last story that they ended with on the show.
So we wake up, or the morning after rather, we see that Jimena is still in bed because she had a late night, as 24-year-olds do.
Well, they went out.
Together.
They went partying, and at 10:30, he was like, I got to go back home. I don't know what time it was. It was probably like 12. He's like, I'm tired. I just flew. I got to go. She was like, all right, bye.
See you tomorrow.
Arrivederci.
Hasta mañana. And in fact, it was mañana when they saw each other again.
Yeah.
She came home at what time?
She came home at 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m.
So she stayed out all night, and
she
he's
didn't give
asking
him any
questions.
nookie that first night. She didn't give him any.
He didn't get none.
He didn't, because they were at a club and she stayed out till 9.
She might have got some.
She wasn't trying to get more of him, but he was definitely trying to get more of her.
She might have got some.
She might have. She was out till 9.
He was asking her questions, though. He was, just like a simpleton.
She's keeping her options open, and he's fearful that she got scooped up. And she probably did, Mike.
She may have, yeah. I mean,
she's young.
He can't hang with that. He
She's
can't hang
attractive.
with her. And all kinds of ways he can't hang with her.
Yeah, and you don't have any swag, no offense, but I'm sure you're a lovely guy. But she likes the bad boy. She's still that young that she still wants that immature bad boy, tatted, all the rest of that. You see, you're a great choice for somebody closer to your own age or more mature.
He keeps saying, she doesn't have me as a priority anymore.
No, because she's 24, and she's already got 2 children that depend on her.
And she never had you as a priority, only when you came down the first time.
When you're making it right.
And what do they have in common?
Anyways.
Nothing.
So overall, have we gotten to the end of this? I think we have.
Mm-hmm.
So let's rate it. It was kind of wah this episode. A lot of fillers for me, honestly. Like I said, production, I think you need to do better, give us greater content, more substance. So really and truly, I'm only going to give this 6.5. I wasn't thrilled.
It was doing good until they went to Ben and Ella. I'm giving it a 5. I'm not.
Whoa!
Up,
You're normally more
down.
generous than I am.
I'm just even keel. Like, I don't have an opinion what way. Either way.
Okay.
All right. Well, that, folks, is our review of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, episode 10, season
14? No, that's Married at First Sight. That's season 14. Sorry, guys.
season 5, I think.
Is it only season 5? Oh, because it's before the 90 days. That's why.
Before the 90 days. So
because 90 days must be in season 99 or 100 by now. Just kidding.
So that's it for our review.
It sure is.
Of 90 Day Fiance. Before the 90 days. Mm-hmm. We're just going to say episode 10 because we got everything in the description. So, on that note,
stay free or get free at the very least. Bye.
Stay decent, y'all.